All right, good morning, good morning. What's up, Muhammad? No, not no 12-hour stream today. Next Thursday. Next Thursday. All right, let me see what we have here. So Asia high and Asia low still in play here. Morning, Alex. Morning, Komodo. Top promo. Good morning, Baz. Asia high 595. Asia low 531. See if it wants to take one out first. So we'll see. Not quite sure. Not quite sure. Let me look at the Asia high, Asia lows. Just trying to see if there's any equal highs or lows that I missed. I don't see it. I don't see anything. Sleepy, sleepy. So just trying to see here. There's a pretty large 15-minute gap there to the left. So we kind of want to see it take out one side or the other first. And then we go from there. We'll go from there. That's all we can do. We will just wait and see. Select the wrong thing. Shocking. I want to fib the entire range, see kind of where we're at. So we're kind of at equilibrium. We already hit OTE, looks like, of this range. All right, so we'll just see what happens here at open. You cannot pass 50K. Yeah, top five. It's or top promo. It's one of those things. You just got to keep plugging away at it, right? All right, let's mark out the Asia high. So ES already took out the Asia low. So I'm kind of leaning towards the push up here. So we have a bullish SMT with the ES right now. So we'll kind of see what happens. You just received 2K. Nice job. Let's go. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Sammy, good morning. Good morning. Oh, don't know what that was. Screen kind of blinked. All right, now we're open. Yeah, it's got the VWAP up there at 304, currently at 303, so let's see if we close above here. So closed above there. Let's see if we get a run up here. If it hits that first target there, then we'll move the stop. I forgot I was supposed to do the retest. What's up, Oracle? What's up? You're in simulation? Yes, we trade the Nasdaq now. So let's just see what happens here. Let's just see here. If it takes out the 73s there, then we will move stop to break even. So we'll just see what happens. We are not rich. No rich. One day we'll be rich. Not today. Not today. Not today. RR Baz? I don't know. I mean, I'm really risking a close below here, which is probably like 10 points for 30. So like a 1 to 3 here on this entry. Target release 95. The first target is not really my RR. That's just how I do it. I take half my size off at the internal, and then my R trade is going to be the runner. So it's typically how I do it there. So let's just see what happens here. So Nasdaq's above the VWAP, right? I hate how the VWAP's not right. Yeah, I think Nasdaq's above the VWAP. And ES just below it. So so we'll just see what happens here. So ES swept the Asia low already. Nasdaq did not. So there's a bullish S&T here. We shifted structure back to the upside. We had an inversion. So that's the reason why I'm taking the long. What's up, McLovin? Let's go. So we'll just see what happens. If it fails, it fails. Saif, what's up? You're long too, but not really expecting much here. Yeah, we could chop. Who really knows? You might just kill it early. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until, I think it at least hits the first target. Right? Which is not much. That's only 4 handles. It's like $80. So we'll see. But if we sweep through there, then we'll break even stop it and try to target the Asia high, which is up there at 95. 595. So first few candles here are not, it's not much happening. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. That's all we can do. Wow. This is the definition of chop here as we open up, right? It's just not doing anything. It's kind of crazy. Just chopping around here. If we can get back above this swing here, we should move quickly into the 73, but that's an if. And based on my rules, I should be break-even stopping it if we get back above 70.50. But I know if I do that, it pretty much just guarantees a break-even trade. So I'll have to make a decision if it does get back above there. I hate how I don't like when it does this. When you enter the trade and then it just chops sideways once you enter. It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. ES is kind of at the VWAP there. It's turning back down here. It might resweep the lows again. Obviously, we don't want it to do that. We want it to pop here. Get that ES above the VWAP. All right, if we do get back above that first swing, I am going to break even stop it just because of how this is moving. It's kind of unpredictable at this point. It could kind of go either way, so. I would think it at least pushes up here, but who knows? This thing's just not moving. I mean, it's moved more before open than it did now. Let's kind of get back to that swing, and I'll break even stop it. So, has not gotten there yet. Unable to get there yet. Oh, me. Look at there. It didn't quite get to that swing. I would have just put the break even in at that swing just because of how this is happening, how it's acting. But all right, it's going to close below there, so we're just going to take it off. It might just want to come down and resweep the lows again, which is sometimes what you get. So whew. Now it's starting to rip. True J trades, but we didn't. Let's just fib this leg. I don't know. I'm still leaning towards it going, but like, we'll just wait. We'll wait for it to sweep one side or the other. Like I said, we had the bullish SMT with the ES here. ES took the Asia lows. Nasdaq did not. So that's the main reason why. Normally, I wouldn't take the trade right in the middle here. But since the ES did take the Asia low, I kind of figured that the Nasdaq might continue higher first, but looks like ES may want to resweep the lows once more, which is fine if it does. Which is fine. Describing every trade you make, ATP. Let's go. Yeah, it's pretty bad open sheet. Let's be honest. It might have just swept liquidity here and then want to continue higher, which would kind of be annoying, but we'll see. But we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Yeah, this price action is pretty crappy. I guess Asia range 532 is like 60 points. That's like a normal range. And see, that's kind of what we were expecting at open there. Check GC Baz. I will in a minute if I have time. I don't know if it's on here. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. I mean, we took a $400 loss when, it ended up going at least our break even point there. But it's aight. What's up, Inlo? Good morning. It's your watch. Let's go. I mean, I could re-enter here, but we'll see how this happens here. It's not really my model, so that's why I'm hesitating here. Apex make Apex monthly premium the same as the discount price. Yes. $71.57. So it's like $400. 25 points. So be risking 71.13. This is not my model, so I'm going to take this lighter size. This way, if he gets wrecked, I can just, it won't hurt me too bad. Wanna trade, good morning. Obviously, if we close below or hit my stop, then we're out. It's, yeah, I know J Trades. I don't think it builds bad habits because, I'm not into doing that very often. It looks decent enough, so if it closes back below, I just kill it. Trigger happy. No, not really. It's not building bad habits. This is not, just because it's not my model doesn't mean it's not a good setup, right? Just because it's not my model does not mean it's not a good setup. It might be building bad habits if you're not aware, right? Like if you're not aware of what you're doing. But I'm very aware of what I'm doing, so very aware, very aware. You need Max barking. He don't bark in the morning. It's, what is it, 4 a.m. here? 4:20. 4:20. He don't bark this early. If he barked this early, I'd be getting mad at him. So so if we get back above here, then I'll probably break even, stop it at that point, or maybe sooner. So we'll just go ahead and break even, stop it here. Give us a chance here. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just cover the fees. Wow, this action is just, I don't know. It's just not it today. Blew up your Topstep eval again. That sucks. That sucks in low. Easy to do though, right? It's easy to do. We all do it. One day pass just like it sounds in low. If you hit the profit target in one day, then they send you an invoice that afternoon, and you'll be funded. You pay the fee and then you're funded. So I passed one the other day in one shot. I'll probably do that a few more times during New York and just kind of see what happens. But no time limit, right? No time limit. It's just they'll rebill you if you hit your 1 month mark. They just rebill you again at the 80% off. So they rebills at 80% continuously there. So if this thing's really going to go, we kind of want to see some speed above that wick. So let's see if we can get that. So it kind of should go now if it's going to go. But if it's just going to chop around here, then it might come back and stop me out. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We do appreciate it. So we got our stop in here. So we're not really, I mean, it's whatever happens, happens, right? Apex is not like Bulenox. If you buy a discount, recurring monthly remains at discount. In low, Bulenox is the same. It's just specific to certain sales. So like sometimes Bulenox has 90% sale and it is recurring. Sometimes they don't. The current sale is not reoccurring. So, but yes, to answer your question, it does not always. So, like if Apex is a 90% off, the reoccurring billing is at 80% typically. 80% is typically the reoccurring billing on Apex. Heard rumors that Topstep might be offering 5 XFA accounts on the top epics. Yeah, they could. They give you 5 accounts anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be shocking. I mean, that would be nice if they did. I mean, I have 2 evals just kind of sitting there. One of them's pretty close. I think it's maybe like 1,000 away from passing, and the other one's just fresh, just rebuild. So it'd be nice if they did, but who really knows? Who really knows? Looks like we're probably going to get stopped. I almost consider just moving the stop back and just leaving the risk where it is. I don't know if I should move it back or not. Just leave the risk. $426. I mean, this thing is just, it's really just not going. It's going to do one of these things. It's going to be one of those mornings where it's like chop, 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 go. Chop, 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 go. You know, probably. Yeah, it could be Komodo. Who really knows? It's just, I don't know. I would think that it moves up, but who really knows? Yeah, I agree, Shaheed. It's just, it's tough. So let's just see. 9. Value area low at 595. Yeah, I mean, that's my target. That's also the Asia high. I'd like some proper displacement up here, though. Like, really move would be nice. What's up, Riley? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it's basing above the VWAP here, so I do like the look of that. We need it to rip, Baz, not dip. We need it to rip. I feel kind of bad about that first trade there because, I don't know, it just swept liquidity and went right back above my entry. So I ate a $400 loss for, I don't want to say for no reason because it closed below. And based on my rules, that's when I take it off. So close below, I take it off. And then just rip right back up. So I don't know. I might move my stop. Back down here and just accept the loss on it if it hits it. It's still a 1 to 2 risk to reward here, even having the stop down there, just because of this action. Let's go, Riley. That's the way it needs to be, man. Let's go. We got to be up 100 and 200 subs. Try my best. I try my best. On the 5-minute chart, that was a unicorn setup. Breaker, bullish breaker, plus fair value gap. Yeah, that does look nice. What do I do full time? I do this. Baz, I do this full time. You don't think I could stream this much and still have a job, do you? It's just not possible. I'm not Superman. I can't do that. Can't do that. I know I do this full time. I am very open about the fact that the affiliate commissions pays my bills, and that's from you guys, so I do appreciate that. Almost. Thanks, Erkan. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. I'd like it to run to the target. If it had retested again, I was just going to add, but we'll see. Rejected again at the 5-minute. Yeah. I think that we should at least run those Asia highs, so that's the idea here. That's the idea. See, if I had 2 contracts, I would scale one at 88, but since we only have one, we will not scale at 88. Hopefully it doesn't run up here to get close and then not hit me. I am going to aggressively move the stop because I do not want to put myself through anguish here. And I'm okay with that. Just back to break even. I wish I had 2 contracts there, but I don't want it to come up here and almost take it and then come back down. I don't want to go through that. So I'm okay with just a break even at that point. I expect it to pop it, maybe push into the 600s here, but this is what I'm talking about. See, like after it runs the 88s, you don't know that it's really going to run through there. It should, right? Theoretically, should run through there. But yes, I kind of traded my P&L there, and that's okay to do sometimes. At the end of the day, I am copying across 3 express funded accounts here, so sometimes break even's better than nothing, right? So, thank you. Your personal TP 595. Let's go. Or no, 592. Yeah, so you just got blasted right there. Nice, Erkan. This is the problem. Like, I didn't want to go through this. Like, is this going to hit? Most likely. But I know after 88, if it doesn't run right through there, if it stalls at all, then that could be an issue. But I still think it hits. I just don't want to go through this. ES rejected off a pivot there, so that's what the pullback is from. 308s. Pivot at 308. You're still getting used to the 60%. Oh, yeah, that'd be tough for me. I got that gigantic block keyboard still. So let's just see what happens here. I think it runs through the 595s. I just didn't want to go through the anguish of holding through there. So thing is, I don't really use the keyboard all that much, right? So this price action, it's kind of annoying, right? It's kind of annoying. If I had extreme conviction, we had the bullish SMT with ES, right? ES ran the Asia low, Nasdaq did not. So that's a bullish SMT. So I entered long, if you guys are just joining us. I don't think all you guys were here. On my first trade, I entered long off this inversion. So we closed above here at open. I entered long 2 contracts. It pulls back, like this was my break-even stop. It pulls back, closes below, I take it off. As soon as I take it off, you see what it does. So I take it off for a $400 loser, and then it just rips right back up. So I was actually long originally from 66. So it rips back up, puts on, it displaces to the upside, so then I re-enter long at 70, which technically is not the model that I trade. But here's the thing. I have back-tested this model, even though I don't use this, an inversion with a fair value gap in it. I have tested that, and I know that that's got about a 65-70% win rate, so it's not, I don't hate it. So that's why I just went ahead and retook it. If we didn't get this momentum back through there, then I wouldn't have taken that. But that's the only reason I decided to take it. And I took it with lighter size. I took 50% size of what I normally take, so I felt like it was okay. Do I have an Instagram? Yes. Methodical Man, same as my YouTube. I don't post on there very much. I'm going to get more interactive on there. I'm going to start posting some reels. I'm also going to post YouTube shorts and TikToks. I just got to, it's like, I don't know. I know it's not hard to make them, but I don't like the quality of the ones I've made before so far. So I want to make more higher quality ones. Higher quality ones than the crappy ones I've made before. Hey, we just got a follow from Riley. There we go. Appreciate you. But yeah, I just started this Instagram, I don't know, not that long ago. And I don't really push it. So I stopped at 400. Let's go, Baz. Well, that's the thing, Baz. Like, you see, that's why I took this, right? Like, does it take this? Probably. But I don't want to go through all this. So, just kind of like an intuition thing there. Took the trade, but entered on the 576. Should get 100 plus if you put limit. Recovered the loss before. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that too, Riley. I just don't participate. I just like, man, I'm not like a social media person, but if you want to extend your reach, you kind of have to be involved in social media. Twitter, Instagram, whatever. No, the 12-hour stream's not today, Muhammad. It's next Thursday. And I do have confirmation, guys. This is the lineup so far. We got Tom Sabo for the London. We've got Rat Lord Trades for the New York Open. So Tom Sabo will probably be like 4 to 6 a.m. And then Rat Lord Trades from like 9 to probably like 11. And then I'm going to have Hush Trader on from like 11 to 1. That's my cousin. And then 1:30-ish to 2:30 or 3. 1:30, maybe even 2. Nutty Bar has agreed to come on as well. So we'll have Nutty Bar trading on from like 1:32 to 3, something like that. So once he's done trading for the day, then he's going to come on. So we have Nutty Bar, Tom Sabo, Rat Lord Trades, and Husk Trader lined up for the 12-hour stream to keep us, entertained. Baz wants to come on. Do you have a channel, Baz? I mean, you could come on. I don't care. I mean, there's time. We can swing you on between Tom and Rat Lord if you want to come on. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, negative. You're not very creative at all. That's me. Yeah, that's me, man. I'm not creative. But I do have people that have reached out to me. Like, guys, I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, like, I'm just not. So I can't pay somebody to edit my thumbnails and edit my, create stuff for me just yet. Maybe we'll be there one day, but we're not there yet. But right now I'm focused on my trading, and I let the trading kind of do the talking. I win, I lose. I do everything in between. I make bad trades, So, yeah, Nutty had a bad day yesterday. But let's be honest. I mean, like, Those 7 accounts had very little drawdown, so the fact that he blew them, I don't think is that big a deal. He got the goal, he took the payout from them, so. Oh, you would make a channel to avoid taxes. I don't know if that would. I mean, I guess you could write stuff off, right? If you got a YouTube channel, you could write stuff off. I'm not really that deep into it yet, because like the money that I'm making right now is not like, I mean, it's not life-changing money by any stretch, but. We did, if you guys didn't know, if you didn't watch the last video, we did reach payout on Bulenox, and I am making a video on Bulenox on the whole process of how to go through and request a payout and how long does it take to receive the payout. So we hit payout level right there on Bulenox yesterday, so we're going to be taking out $1,000. That's going to leave us $2,600 in the account, and then we need to get a minimum of another $1,000 over the next 10 trading days to take out another $1,000. Now, obviously, that's a minimum. The next payout, I would like to take out like $1,500 or $2,000 if we can get that over the number of trading days. Then we have this account that is about, I don't know, $700 away from being at payout level for Bulenox. It's pretty close. And then the third funded account it's got a ways to go. We still need $2,300, but that's the thing. You just grind those accounts until you get them close, until you get them there. The APEX 25Ks. We got a couple of them that are within an earshot, $800-900, and then the rest of them are, still needing around $1,000, $1,100. So that's the thing. You just got to keep grinding away, get them to where you want them, and go from there. So why $1,000 is not like life-changing money? It's a big deal to me. So it's a big deal to me. You got 11 evals ready to activate that we're about to charge him again. Yeah. How do I manage the 40%? The 40% is not really an issue, Dan. Think about 40% of $3,600. Not really an issue at all, right? Because, I mean, you can make $1,440 in a single day and still be below the 40% rule. So it's not really an issue at all. Not an issue at all. I like the 40%. I like the larger target because of that. So I don't think I've ever made $1,400 on that account in a single day. I probably averaged like $300 or $400 a day on that account. Probably less than that. I literally grinded that account to pay out. So I think I've had those funded accounts since December. Thank you, Dennis. Money's money. That's what I say. And also on one of our Apex accounts, I mean, like, we're only $300 away from payout on it. $300 away on this Apex account here. So like that one right there, it's got personal information at the top. I don't know why it does that one only on that one. But we're at 26,311. So we need $290 on that one to get to payout. And we'll be able to take $1,500 out. So we should, barring something crazy, we should get to that during the New York today. Should. All right. Now it should hit the 95 for any of you that had diamond hands. You're going to get your reward now. You will get your reward now. See, I kind of hate it when it does this, right? Here's the thing, like, if it had swept the Asia low, say, like, we had the bullish SMT, which I don't put a whole lot of weight in, like, overall. I don't put a lot of weight in that. I mean, it is an extra confluence. But it would have made me go full size here, and I would have probably had a lot more conviction had we actually swept the Asia low first. So if we'd swept 32, and then I got this set up, I would 100% not stopped out. Since we didn't, and we only had the S&T, we could re-sweep the low and take that out. So that's why I stopped out there. So, it's not my favorite setup to be trading. But at the end of the day, we're out negative $3. We'll take it. So, yeah, Erica, and that's the thing to me. Like, I've taken two small payouts. The first one was like $800. The second one was like $500. And that was last year, both on Topstep. And I was unable to get to payouts beyond that. And I took those payouts, and I realized they were short payouts. But I took that because I was struggling, and I realized, like, I'm going to blow these accounts. So just pay myself something. So that's what I did, right? So, and it's just been a grind since then. Now I expect to get that other Apex account to pay out. So that will be, between those two, that'll be $2,500 this week that we would get to pay out on. And then I think there's a large chance that I can get one or two more accounts to pay out by the end of next week. So that will kind of start the game going, right? That starts the roulette wheel, if you will, of payouts. You can start trying to get a payout every few weeks from there. So at least maybe once a month, take a payout and then be happy with it. So how fast did the qualification request went with being able to trade with the accounts or not? So Dan, once you submit it, and I had to do this myself, I submitted it. Let's say I submitted it yesterday. And then if I didn't receive an invoice by the end of business today, I just go in and create a help ticket and say, yo, I need an invoice for my past funded accounts. And then within an hour or so, they sent me the invoices. So, like, their system's not automatic. It's actually a person doing it. It's a little bit antiquated. It's a little old. But, like, so if you don't receive the invoice within 24 hours, go ahead and shoot them a help desk ticket, and they'll get the invoice over to you quickly. So I don't know why that is, but if you blow up your eval a couple of days before monthly renew, do you recommend doing a reset of the account? No. In low, I wouldn't reset it. I would just wait. Because here's the thing, that renewal's not going to stop. It's going to renew 2 days, 3 days later, no matter what. So if you reset the account for 50 or whatever it is, and then you wait, and then 3 days later, you're going to get rebilled again. So it doesn't really make any sense. Unless you plan on full porting it in the next 2 days, right? Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to you can buy a new account, which makes way more sense. If you want to buy a new account and then it rebuilds a month later for the same cost, then that makes more sense. So Monday will be your 5th trading day on 350Ks. Only need a couple bucks. Let's go. Should be able to get it, Dan. I mean, like, do you guys see why I trailed my stop so quick there on this push up? I mean, look at what this would have put me through. You know, pulled all the way back, 15 points back, and now it's just grinding. It's going to hit it, but look what it's putting you through. Like, sometimes London gives you really clean action, clean moves. This ain't it. And, like, I don't hate my first trade. Like, some days I jump on here and I hate the first trade. I'm like, I look back and I go, why didn't I take that first trade? But this ain't one of those days. I don't hate my first trade. It was a proper setup for me, and I took it. And I took it off. I followed the rules. It closed back below, so I took it off, and then it just swept the liquidity and went. But I have no way of knowing that, so I don't hate it. If you guys are interested in trading futures, Apex still has the 80% off one-day pass through the 27th. What is the 27th? Is that next Thursday? Might be. Let me look. 27th is next Wednesday. And then Bulenox, obviously 90% off, guys. I think that's the best deal right now. The option 1, 90% off. You can't beat that. Upfront cost is like $17 for a 50K account. So what are my points of interest after it breaks the value area low? Dan, it's tough to say, right? We got a 1 hour gap above. So let's look at the higher time frames. Like, I don't normally look at the higher time frames during London because I just trade the Asia range, right? So once it breaks here, maybe it taps into the 1 hour time, the 1 hour bearish gap up here, right? We also left the Asia low down there. So if it holds this 1 hour gap, then I'll expect it maybe to go back to get the Asia low. But I kind of anticipate they might leave that Asia low for New York, but I don't really think they will. You can see we got this other 1 hour gap below. So I think this gap kind of tells the story right here, not this small one because it's not that obvious. But I think this big gap is going to tell us the story for New York. If I wake up and we're in this gap and then we reject it, then I'm going to be bearish for the day. If we close above, which will be right near all-time highs, then we'll be bullish. My lean is we probably push up into that gap. You know, we probably push up into here and then kind of continue lower. but who really knows? Like I said, I don't really use. Oops, I don't really use a. I use the New York session and the London session. I use differently. That's not how you have to do it. That's just how I do it. That Asia range is hugely important to me during the London session. It's the only thing that I consider during London. So I don't consider anything else. Asia low, Asia high, ES, Asia low, Asia high. That's it. This range, this sets my range for London. Because about 6 or 7 out of 10, this is how it works, right? It sweeps one, runs to the other. So we can buy a new account. Yes, that would be the smartest thing to do, in my opinion. What do you mean 1 day pass? So say if you got a $3,000 profit target on a 50K account or a $1,500 profit target on a 25K. So if you hit that profit target in 1 day, you pass. It's that simple. So yeah, 35 choppy handles. Shahid, you're not wrong. This is about as choppy as it gets for London. I mean, this is rough. Now, good thing it did give a little displacement here, but man, not much, right? Not much. You hope it goes backwards, Baz. I mean, it very well could. It very well could. And if you guys are new here, we do stream live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9:15 a.m. for the New York session. I am streaming the London session currently Monday, Wednesday, Friday only. It's tough for me to trade the London. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. It's hard to get up at 3:45 a.m. and then trade for an hour and a half, 2 hours, get your body mentally prepared. I make mistakes during London, right? I do, because like I'm sleepy. I'm not as alert, as sharp as I am during New York. But so mistakes will happen sometimes during London, but that's just how it is. But I do enjoy the London session. I think it's worth getting up for most mornings. So light my vodka. I live in Northeast Georgia in the United States. It's currently 4:51 a.m. So I will be on vacation the first week in April, but I will stream. So what I'm going to do, the plan for vacation is I'm going to stream London Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just like normal. And then New York stream will just be shorter. I'm going to take I'll probably stream an hour and a half in New York. And then we're going to be at the beach. So have a beach day there, go to the beach. Might give me a hot spot and stream from the beach. You guys wouldn't be able to hear me. You had high hopes since there was a red folder. Was there? I didn't even check the news. What do we got today? Let me look. And that's another thing. I don't check the news during London either. I don't. As far as I know, it's never been I don't know, there's never made moves during London that I've really noticed. But let's see what we got, though, because I'm curious. I haven't looked yet today. Is it kind of a no news Friday? Oh, Fed Chow. Oh, Powell speaks at 9. I don't like that because he could be long-winded. I mean, like he could speak from 9 to 11. He really could. And then we got Barr at noon. That one's not so bad. We have oil. That's really it, right? Man, so Powell speaks at 9 a.m. You're in Portugal? Awesome. I'd like to visit some other countries. I haven't been a whole lot of places. I've been like to Mexico, the typical like tourist locations. Mexico, Bahamas, Virgin Islands, which is U.S. Virgin Islands. I haven't really been to very many places. Amsterdam, let's go. I like it. Yeah, I want to get out and travel more. I love to travel, but I just haven't had the means to do it. So probably next summer we'll try to travel a little more. That's okay, Bass. I mean, I think it hits 95. I mean, you're just making higher lows here. The only lower high that we made, or the only lower low, was the one that killed me out of my position, cost me my profit. That one there. Otherwise, it's just stair-stepping up. Miss Healthy FX in the house. Let's go. If you guys are just joining us, we're basically break even. We're down $3. We took a first trade. We took this inversion gap here. It closed back below. I killed it right away. And as soon as I killed it, it blasted out of there. Hit my first TP. I mean, honestly, probably would have had the same result, really, because this blasted out of here. It hit my first TP. I would have broke even stop it then, which the break even stop would have been right there. So then on this pullback, it would have stopped me out. So literally, it would be an $80 difference. We would be up $80 instead of -3. So is it that big a deal? No. So then we re-entered on this gap here. And we rode it up to the spike up here, and then we took it off. We short run we front ran the Asia high. Because the way the action was going, I thought that we might get something like this. And I want to put myself through all that. Choppy, choppy, choppy. She's just choppy. 455 in Toronto. All right. Yeah, we'll be there in the New York. I mean, we'll probably have volatility. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Appreciate you dropping in, though, Shahid. Thank you, man. J-Trades, I do have a video on it. It's on my channel from the first of the month. It says how much YouTube paid me with 2,000 whatever subscribers. I don't put on the video that in the title that this is the amount I made from affiliates, but it does tell you in there. So it shows you how much I make from YouTube. I'm very transparent about it. Now, I'm not going to break it down and tell you how much each affiliate paid me. But, it tells you the total. Very transparent about the total. I think me and volatility are probably about the only two that, as far as I know, that are transparent about that. I don't know anybody else that is. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. But let me see. This is funny. I got an email from Topstep. It says, payment issue detected, account suspended. Funny thing is like, I don't know. I don't know why. Like, I love Topstep, but like, this is one of the issues I had. Like, they kept charging me $49 times 2 every single month. And I had no evals. I had no evals open that rebuild on the 18th or 19th of the month. None. And so I reached out to them and I'm like, yo, you guys keep charging me $49 because I had 2 evals, but they rebuild on the 13th. I was like, you guys keep charging me on the 18th or 19th every month for $98. Why are you charging me? And they're like, we don't show that we're charging you at all on our end. And I'm like, well, it's on my bank. I sent them all my statements and everything. And they're like, well, we can't do anything about it since it doesn't show up in our system that we're billing you. So I had to cancel my debit card, which if you guys have ever done that, that's a pain in the rear. Cancel my debit card, and now I got an email from them that says, payment issue detected. Temporarily suspended account due to outstanding payment. Please update billing information within the next 6 days. So clearly, you're billing me something, right? But, yeah. So I knew that, I mean, it was some sort of, I don't have 2 accounts, I only have 1. So I don't know why they were billing me there, but that's the only way I could stop it. And it's been going on since like November, so it's kind of frustrating. Boom, there you go. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to check my account now and just see because like I said, I never could tell. I can never see where they were billing me. Like why were they billing me? I didn't know. So there's the Asia high for you guys that had the diamond hands, Baz. I'll say, like, I'll show you my trader dashboard. Like, I have express funded, 3 express fundeds, and they're linked to the $4.50 accounts, right? So they're linked to the 450 accounts. And then I've only got 3 other trading combines. This one's ineligible because that's a $4.50 one. This is the other $4.50 one. And then this is a $49 combine that I am still trading that even if I pass, I can't really do anything with. And it's right here, you know. 532. I'm only $395 away from passing that one. So, like, I'm like, how are they billing me? Like, I don't understand how they're still billing me. And these are the only accounts I have. So I don't know why they were continuously billing me there for $49, but Dudes knew why. How do I trade? How do I close this out? Where's the? Oh, there it is. And Topstep is one of my favorite prop firms. I mean, I really like Topstep. It's, you know, I've been using them for a long time. Took 25 attempts to get there. You're right. You are right. So okay, so that, I guess that email is from the $4.50 account. They need me to add a new payment method to get that account renewed. But like, I'm like, why do they keep charging me? I don't understand. Like, it wasn't showing up under my account, so I don't mind renewing that $4.50 one, obviously, but so it looks like we're going to tap into that 1 hour there, which is kind of, like we said, that kind of makes sense, right? Makes sense. And then kind of see how price reacts once we get to that 1 hour. You know, it could dig deeper. It could dig deeper into that, but it could just turn down here and go back for the Asia low that it left there. But I really am enjoying the Topstep platform. I do like this more over. I think I like it more than like Tradeovate. Any of you guys trading Tradeovate? The feels, I mean, it's very clean and smooth, right? I don't know that there's a lot of people using it right now, so that may change in the future. But like right now, it's very smooth. The only thing, one of the only things I don't like is there are very limited indicators on it, which I'm sure they'll work on that. I would like for the micro to mini conversion to be equal. So 1 micro or 1 mini for 10 micros, 2 minis for 20 micros, etc. Because I would use minis. I would use micros instead of minis here. If we had the ability to use micros, I'd use 10 micros instead of 2 minis. And so that's the major thing that I don't like. And they say they're working on that. We'll see. And then the copy trader. I wish that the copy trader was able to copy across evals as well as the funded accounts. So like you can't copy from an eval to an express funded or from an express funded to an eval because there's a difference in max position size, which the copier should be able to recognize that and adjust accordingly. But it just doesn't allow you to do it right now. So they're still working on it. 3 micros and 1 mini have the same fees. Yeah, I realize that, ATP, but because of risk to reward, that's why I would prefer the micros over the minis. You know, not because of the risk to reward, but because of the account size. So you have $1,000 daily loss limit. So being able to trade 5 mics versus 2 minis, whatever, I'll eat the commission cost a little more there just to be able to scale. Like I like, and I wasn't always like this. You guys, if anybody's watched my channel for a while, you know that like I've always been a person that trades minis. But since switching over to the micros, man, it's just something about the mindset of trading a few micros, 2, 3, 4, 5 micros. It's just there's no nervousness. It changes my mindset on micros as far as like just the mentality of it, right? If I lose with 2 micros, 3 micros, 4 micros, I'm able to eat that loss a lot easier than I am 1 or 2 minis. So that's all I'm saying. So, all right, Bass, appreciate you. Erkin likes it. He uses it. It's okay for you. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's something you got to get used to, right? It's not like, like I said. Oh, let me see if I can we adjust the background to black? I'm sure we can. Background. What does that do? Oh, probably right here, huh? Background. Black. Oh, yeah, there we go. I like that better. Let's go with the black. I don't even care to have the grid lines on there. We don't need that. Perfect. I like it. It's cleaner. I like it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too, Urcon. Yeah, if I wanted, that's the same thing. I won that fire drill thing they had. Won the fire drill, and so that's the reason why I started using it. But, I mean, I don't mind it. That's why I use it during London, because I'm like, I can't trade across the other accounts during New York, so. That's why I'm just only using it in London, because, like I said, I can't copy trade across the other ones. That's the main reason why I use Quan Towers, because you can copy trade across. But it's like, this is the only thing I don't like. Okay, so like I chose Rhythmic for this account. So even if I activate this, I can't trade it, right, until I blow one of these. So it's a little frustrating. But I knew that, obviously, when I signed up for the accounts. Nordmark in the house. Let's go. Good morning. Again, guys, I doubt I'm going to be taking any more trades there. We took 2 trades this morning. Nordmark, I don't know if you've been awake. Did you take this inversion here? I took, is that the one I took? Wait a second. Did I look at this wrong? I didn't even watch the 3-minute. Maybe I made a mistake here. I mean, the 3-minute really, I mean, technically it did close back below, but barely. I wasn't even watching the 3-minute. I probably should have been watching the 3-minute, because the 1-minute, the 1-minute closed back below clearly, but the 3-minute really didn't. So I got stopped out on the 1-minute. I closed it out, Nordmark, right there for a $400 loss. And then we jumped back in on this fair value gap here, but I guess I should have been watching the 3-minute there. Closed above. 3-minute looks a little cleaner there, but yeah. Oh, you just woke up. Probably a good thing. You didn't miss much. Use TradingView Premium for analysis and Quan Tower plus ATOS for execution. Yeah, I like TradingView. I keep TradingView up at all times too. I have TradingView as well. I keep it up right there. And I really watch it so much during London, but I do keep TradingView open at all times. I have like 9 charts open, guys. You guys only see 1, but we have like 9 charts open at all times. Yeah, I should have watched the 3-minute here. It actually closed above before 4 though. So that would have been the entry probably there. It never really closed okay, yeah, it closed back below by like a point. But I probably hold that there. I probably would have held that if I'd been watching the 3-minute. But I just was kind of glued onto the 1-minute. On the 1-minute, I took this. I took this one. And so when it closed back below, And the funny thing is, I was going to break even stop it, when it pushed up here. And I just didn't. I was considering to break even stop it there. But I was trying to wait for it to get back above that swing high there. But I guess technically if it got back above any of these highs, I should have just put break even stop in. But I think my entry was here. I don't know. I'll have to go back and rewatch it and see if I would have done it anything any different. At the end of the day, we're even, right? We're even on the day, so not horrible. You got stopped out of that wick to 77. Yeah, Riley, I did too. Well, I mean, I at 77 on the pullback right there. Where was it at? Right here. Yeah. Well, I guess on this one here, the safest place for your stop would have been like right there, because this is the swing that made this high. So that's the safest place for a stop. Now, I don't always follow that either, but that's where your stop should probably rest. And then, this swing now makes a new high, so then you move it to there, so on and so forth. This swing makes a new high, so then you move it to there. That's how I should trail, but I don't even do it that way either. I'm like, let me lock in 20. Let me lock in 25 points, So just one of those things. So we tapped into the 1 hour there. Let's see how high we go. So, yeah, this is the hardest thing to do in real time, to like be logical about where to put the stop. I mean, you guys see me. I moved my stop and took profit on that wick up because I didn't want to go through all this. I knew if we didn't blast right through there that it was just going to chop. I mean, I know it's going to hit. It's just don't want to put myself through that mental anguish. No. Lee, what's up? Look, it seems like you missed nothing. Yeah, you didn't miss anything, Billy. I mean, like, look at it. I mean, it's the only thing we had is that single inversion. We had a bullish SMT with the ES. ES swept the Asia low. Nasdaq did not. And that actually, even though that happened and I saw it, that actually gives me pause, because like in London, I don't put a whole lot of weight in an SMT because we could have easily reswept the lows. So when it closed back below here, I just killed it quickly, which I did follow the rules. I killed it on the close back below. Ate a $400 loss with 2 minis. Then we have displacement back up, which that's the worst thing to see. Like after you close it, and I had my first TP right here at 73, after you close it and then it rips through your first TP, it's the worst thing in the world. Now, I would have been stopped on my runner because I would have went break even as soon as it hit my TP right there on the first one. So this is only an $80 difference. We would only be up $80 as opposed to being down $3. So at the end of the day, is it that big a deal? No. Looking at 623 to get tapped. I mean, makes sense, right? If we look at the hourly chart, like I said, we're trading up into this smaller hourly gap. You have that larger one above, so 623 would be your next logical area, right, to me, if we're going to continue higher. Because this gap right here, like we said earlier, I expect us to tap into that, and then this will kind of tell the story for the day. Same thing with the 4 hour. If you watch the 4 hour here, if it inverses above 11, if we close above 11 there, we're probably going back to all-time highs again today. So those are kind of going to tell the story for the day, in my opinion. And we'll just see what happens. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Now, if we got some sort of displacement back to the downside, I think that that's always a possibility, right? But because we chopped up like that to the upside, there'd be no like clean entry. There's no possibility of a clean inversion. Even the 15-minute. I mean, there's no gaps on the 15-minute. None. Just one of those things. Now she's way too high to chase. Oh, yeah. There's no chasing up here. You got to just sit on your hands. I've been sitting on my hands since I closed the position. I mean, like, just chilling. Just chilling. And ES did tap 53.11 there, which was kind of some resistance yesterday. I think it did leave equal highs there, but what does that mean? Not much. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Again, if you guys are interested in trading futures, we got all the links down below. Topstep, $49 a month for a 50K. 20% off if you use my link down below. You also get 50% off your first reset on Topstep. APEX, 80% off one-day pass. 90% off Bulenox. That's going to be your best upfront cost. And then you got My Funded Futures with 30% off using the code SPRING, link in the description. Take Private Trader, 50% off. And I think Elite Trader Funding is doing a $35 reset right now. So if you have a blown Elite Trader Funding account, they do have a $35 reset deal going on right now. So yeah, that's me too, Nordmark. The 4 hours going to kind of tell the story there. But if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe. Like I said, if you're interested in joining the Discord, the link is in the description. It's $10 a month. I will be back live at 9:15 a.m. today. See if we can't get a couple of these. If we can at least get one more account across payout, I'll be excited. So let's go. That's going to do it for me this morning. We'll be back at 9:15 a.m. We will be back Monday at 9:15 or 4 a.m. Eastern for the London session Monday. And then next Friday, we will not do London. So next week will be probably Monday, Thursday. I don't think I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Thursday because I'm going to do a 12-hour stream on Thursday. And if you're just now joining us and you don't know about the 12-hour stream, so next Thursday we're going to start at 4 a.m. Eastern. We're going to end at 4 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to have Tom Sabo for the London session with us. We're going to have Ratlord Trades for the New York Open. We're going to have Huss Trader for the midday. And then we're going to have Nutty Bar Trading for the afternoon. Those will be the guests. So we'll see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, ending up negative $3. Full transparency here. Show you guys all the P&Ls. That's all I traded. Negative $3 times 3. Let's go. We'll see you guys next time.